How long does mediation take? Mediation can take all sorts of time. It depends case by case what the issues are and how many of those there are. Obviously, cases with child-related issues are going to take longer than cases that don't have child-related issues. Every mediation is different. And what's also different is every client. And each client, unlike the lawyers and the mediators at the table, has a different tolerance for long days of hard emotional work. The lawyers and mediators are very trained to do this into the wee hours of the night if we have to do it. Normal humans are not. And so a good mediator and a good lawyer are both going to be watching for the signals of fatigue, whether it's emotional fatigue or physical fatigue. Sometimes people just get physically tired. And that's when you take a break. You don't terminate, but you take a break and you pick it up another day.
Suzanne, as a follow-up, in your personal experience as a mediator, what would you say was the shortest mediation for a divorce and what was the longest?
The longest was probably a case involving a couple where one of the spouses had figured out after decades of marriage that he was gay. And they wanted to stay married because they had a full family and a full life together. They didn't hate each other, but working out how that was going to happen respectfully and very privately took a long time because this particular spouse was also still working through his own personal issues on this, as was the wife. And so giving them the time to do it was really important. And you can see that in that case, it's a layer cake, basically. You're working through their emotional issues, you're working through their financial issues, you're working through their spousal issues, and you're working through their child-related issues. And it just takes time in those delicate cases. And we were able to do it, but it took some time. The shortest case that I have had in mediation involved someone who was an alleged abuser who immediately made a threat against the other side within, 20 minutes of starting the mediation. And that is a line you cannot uncross. And a good mediator is going to immediately take emergency measures that have been pre-planned in cases where abuse is alleged. And the spouse in that case was exited from the building before the alleged abuser even knew that the mediation was going to be called. And so that was probably a 20-minute mediation.